All right, we got some breaking stories, and Jamie's got a whopper here.
Well, I certainly do, Mike. I've been listening to Alex Bowman, and he's been saying he is sick all race long. He finally just pulled it in. And at the same time, that man right there, Myatt Snyder, is my pit spotter. He's been helping me today. Chad Knaus came up to him and me and said, is it okay if Myatt gets in this race car? And I said, absolutely. So here we are. So Alex is out of the car. Myatt now, he races in the O'Reilly series. He's going to get in Alex Bowman's car and try to salvage some points. Strange turn of events here.
Yeah, because the only driver who's out of the race is Chase Briscoe. And here's Bowman's radio from earlier.
We'll run as long as we can. Your call on you. Don't do anything permanent damage yourself, whatever you got going on here. Yeah, I'm pretty well here, buddy. Buddy, I don't know I'm going to make it. Blake told you a few laps ago, it's your call. It is your call.
So Bowman out, Myatt Snyder in. The man in the white shirt's David Green, a former Busch Series champ who is pretty much NASCAR's safety official in the garage. So NASCAR would have to approve of the driver swap and then supervise this to make sure that all the safety equipment and everything is in place and fitted properly to allow him to get back out on track.
I think it's going to work out. 3 wide behind him. There goes Sanchez. Hill pushing through. 3 and 4 for the final time. They're crashing behind the leaders. We stay green for now. There's the caution. Parker Kligerman out front. Kligerman for Connor Zillage is going to take the checkers here at Daytona. Unbelievable.
That's a pretty good record, 3 and 4.
Awesome job, Parker.
Thanks for showing up, pal. Somebody awesome.
Oh, I can't wait to see this interview. We might even have Parker at a loss for words.
Pit road, here's Trevor.
Yeah, guys, we've had the 20 car of Christopher Bell come to pit road while the pits were still closed, so nobody else was on pit road to make that scheduled driver change with Brent Cruz. We know that Christopher Bell has that left fracture on his wrist and is not able to really hang on to the wheel at these road courses, as bumpy as it is, make the gear changes and do all the things he needs to do. So Brent Cruz has worked all week to be ready with this team. They've made pedal extensions to put in the car for him. They've gotten him switched over. They practiced this multiple times, as well as being in the sim with Christopher Bell to get used to this next-gen Cup car. We'll see where it goes from here, but they are working to get him back on the track before the pace car gets back.
You know, you could look at this one way or another, right? Glass half empty. This is a really tough racetrack, and I don't know if Bell, you know, this is going to be the hardest version of him to try to run with that fractured left wrist. Glass half full is the pace laps are so long that you, other than going to the back of the field, you don't lose a lap. So this car can be just, you know, go out there and run that race. I'm excited to see Brent Cruz. Did a really nice job in that O'Reilly race yesterday.
Denny copied that, yes, indeed, he is starting to go through that checklist of dropping down the roof net and flipping that over the headrest. Brian Vickers, he's holding station here behind the wall, ready to go over. The guys on the wall waiting for Denny to come down pit road. At this juncture, it's closed. And Sean Curlin will help Denny exit through the roof. There is a step stool by the left rear tire for him to jump down on gingerly. Vickers slides in. Spider Gillen, the car chief, he's also out there helping through the side of the window. They've got the side window out. Remember, during practice, it was just over 60 seconds, both stops when they practiced this in the garage. Impressive driver exchange going on.
Eric Almirola is starting this race in the number 20 car. The team quickly changed those seat inserts, and Almirola rolled off pit road. Now, Denny Hamlin is currently still on his way to the track. According to the team, he's getting a police escort. I asked crew chief Dave Rogers if the team would think about making a driver change mid-race. He said as long as Eric feels comfortable in that car, they'll leave him in it. He won the pole. They'll let him win the race.
Just a second ago, under this caution, Denny Hamlin's car brought down pit road by Eric Almirola, giving up third place to make the driver change.
I got to tell you, I think that's a bad decision. They're doing this for the sponsor, I hear. But you know what? This kid, Eric Almirola's been running great. It looks like they're going to go down a lap right now for sure. I don't like this. This whole thing is a real tough deal. He's got to be upset. He's doing a great job out there.
It seems like there was some kind of miscommunication too, because we heard him talking about earlier they were going to leave Eric Almirola in the car, but somebody must have made the decision higher up maybe to take him out of the car.
Yeah, but that is really crazy. I mean, you got a guy running the top 3 doing a great job, and you pull him out of the car. just because you're trying to, I don't know,
put
kind
the
of point
team in a hole here, in a disadvantage.
Yeah, they've killed the team now by doing this.
And our reporters will find out more specifically from the team down there about why this decision was made once they finish getting Denny in. But in the meantime, they're having all kind of problems getting Denny Hamlin into that race car. They've already lost one lap and may lose another one here. While they sit there, they couldn't get the insert out that Almirola used and then the insert into the seat that Denny uses. And, you know, it's not an easy thing to buckle a driver into these
cars. It takes so long now to get these guys strapped in with all the safety equipment and all the headrests. And you got to have all the Hans device hooked up and steering wheel clipped on. There's a lot of work that it takes to get these guys ready to go. It's not like just jumping out of the car like they did 10 or 15 years ago. Just throw the belts off and jump in and out.
Well, it looks like he's going to make it. Only lose one lap, I think. The pace car is coming off of 4. You see him firing up right now. Now, look, we know one thing. He's got a fast car. He can get this lap back, that's for sure. And can he win the race? Yeah. Was it the right decision to do it? I don't think so. I don't care if
he's going to make an air pressure adjustment on that car. Also, Mark Martin said his car is a little bit too loose down one round on the track bar. You see inside Tony Stewart's car, he comes out, does not feel well. As we mentioned, J.J. Yaley into the race car. Stewart has all of his belts unbuckled, was ready to get out of the car when they came to a stop here on pit road. Jason Shapiro there helping get buckled in for J.J. Yaley, and a couple of other guys trying to get J.J. buckled into
Here's
this
one for the, you won't believe this. The 5 car is back on track after being involved in that crash. The driver is Dale Earnhardt Jr.
That's interesting.
Sure is. Kyle apparently had left the racetrack thinking the car had been withdrawn. We're not sure of that. We're making that assumption. They needed a driver.
Labonte comes into his pit. He's already got the belts off. The window net is down. Matt Kins is standing there. They will make a chassis adjustment as Bobby gets pulled from the car. He said he felt all right. Now Matt will go into the car. They'll have to get him belted up, hook up the radio, and make sure that they do not lose a lap as the rain starts to come just a little bit harder right now. But Labonte has gotten out of the car. Kenseth is inside, and they should have no problem getting him strapped up, hooked up, and ready to go.
Straight foot on the brake.
See, first priority is getting the driver change done.
Take the right side window out so they can help unhook and rehook the driver.
Kyle was running 23rd when that caution came out.
As Tim Brewer told you, they'll have a NASCAR official on both sides of the car once the driver is in to make sure all the belts are secure and tight.
Not only that, they want to make sure the Hans device is hooked up, the steering wheel is latched on and hooked up. They check all this even before the race. They check every car before the race starts, and so when they make a driver change, they want to make sure that that's handled.
Yeah, and they'll make him talk over the radio to make sure that he has radio communication, especially that he can hear.
It's complete. First caution of the day. There's Tony Stewart, who ran 1/3 of the race before the first caution happened, and he was able to climb out, and Ty Dillon climb aboard. They did take a couple rounds out of the rear. You can see the wedge wrench there. They did not change tires during the driver swap, but we've seen a number of cars lower that rear end on these pit stops. Now, the hardest thing about the driver swap is getting that window net reattached because it has to be very, very tight so as not to drag.
And also what we're not seeing is how difficult it is when you have your helmet on and the Hans device on, getting those belts and getting them latched. It can also be very, very challenging.
He comes to the pits to hand off to a 4-time Dover winner, Ricky Rudd.
He was just trying to get position, really, I think. I don't know that leading the lap was all that important or not. I think he just wanted to be coming in like he is right now.
Yeah, remember the start-finish line is the imaginary line that goes all the way across pit road. That's why Mark Martin led that lap.
They have choreographed this throughout the weekend, although without Tony. You see, he's already got his helmet and Hans off, and here he comes, Matt.
Mike, they've already pulled him out of the race car as Ricky Rudd is going in. Scott Gertz, they called an audible, is now going to help Jason Shapiro put Ricky back in the car. Smoke already had the helmet off, gloves off, window net down. Jason Lee standing on the right side of the race car with Tommy Dean, who's inside the car, helping Ricky get belted up. NASCAR officials looking on, making sure that everything is where it should be as far as belts are buckled up. Shapiro telling Tommy Dean to climb out. They're getting ready to fire the race car, and they are pushing him away. He's out of the box. Transfer completed. 1 minute.
Good job by that group. Plenty of room.
on in here. Come on, right here.
All right, Dave, go ahead.
Here they go. The three guys going in the car. On the other side, Jay Guarneri hopped in through the window. B. Hoover will jump in and help Martin Truex jump in. But Big Jeff Clark is now helping Junior out of the car. He's the gas man, helps Junior get out. Gas man for the team, Bill Snyder, will fuel the car. You heard him discussing the understanding of the lucky dog rule. They must fuel now because they can't come in later and do it. Now Truex is in the car. They will try to buckle him in. Again, the team helping him, and Martin trying to do what he can. But Guarneri on the other side doing most of the buckling. Window net and belts have to be tightened. Are the NASCAR officials looking in the car, making sure that he is safe to re-enter the speedway? They say that he is. They don't stand before it, and he leaves. They beat the pace car out.
Man, the crowd is loving all this drama on pit road with a driver change.
So, now, if he got everything attached, he'll stay out. But if he needs to come in, he's got some time. Make sure everything is connected, especially.
Tell you what, this is a big break for Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin is ready, and they will get to do this under yellow. There's Kevin Harvick, Clint Boyer, Biffle peels off, Edwards, but we're going to stay right here because this obviously very important.
Make sure it's shut off. Make sure it's shut off, okay?
Vince?
Well, you heard Jason Ratcliffe in the communication with his team members, just complimenting Kyle Busch on not being able to see anybody get out of the car that quick, so Kyle did that very effortlessly. Now Denny Hamlin is in. As noted, there's not any changes inside the car that are necessary, not a change of the steering wheel or the belts. Everything will remain the same with Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch has got the helmet off, and they have made the decision that they will change the tires on the second stop. Now they're going to go around. Initially, they had decided they were going to change the tires on a second stop, but Jason Ratcliffe, the crew chief, said if everything worked smoothly with getting Denny in the car, we'd go ahead and change the tires on this initial stop. So that's an indication that things have gone fairly smoothly in the transition between the two drivers. And the
green flag were to drop, you got to go with full intention of leading as much as you can, get as many points as you can.
And they are making this change right now. Paul Menard is going to get out of the 21. Matt Crafton is climbing into it right now.
Car number 11, the FedEx Toyota from Joe Gibbs Racing, will restart without Denny Hamlin aboard. Eric Jones, the young phenom who's had such success in the Xfinity Series, is now behind the wheel.
But a good opportunity for that young man.
We had a neck spasm for Denny Hamlin, causing him to get out of the car, and as you guys noted, Eric Jones substituting.
I just pulled something in my neck to upper back about lap 12, and you know, I kind of started going backwards at that point because the pain was bothering me quite a bit. We've been working on it the last few hours, but I'm not 100%. And with this format, it's all about winning, and there's no way I would have been able to go out there and compete for a win. So it's just doing my team a complete injustice for me to go out there and run a bunch of laps. Instead, I think it's just better to have Eric come here and run some laps, get used to these Cup cars. We know where he's going to be in a few years. So I think it's, although it's crummy because, you know, we spent a lot of time getting our car better through practice, and we really felt like I have a race winner. You know, it just didn't have a race winning driver today after I got hurt. And I think it's just something that'll go away. It's just, you know, just pulled something, you know, you jarred it some kind of weird way, and this just a tough track on necks anyway, and I just got to go try to win Richmond.